He's chomping at the bit. He says John Reynolds doesn't know what he's talking about. Face-off win for Draisaitl. And here we go with Darnell Nurse under control and delivering for Arvidsson. Was it held in by Ekholm? Doesn't matter. Carried out by Foligno. A dart to Dickinson, and his shot on net blocked away by Calvin Pickard.
Something to watch for.
Centering pass by Patrick Maroon, another former Oiler, and a beautiful dish by Kapanen sets up Emerson. 3-on-1 wrist shot, and he wrung it off the post, looking for his first goal as an Oiler. He draws iron. Blasted in by Kapanen. Missed by an eyelash. Here's Crevier. Jams it in off the left-hand glass, handled by Pickard. Kicked over to Arvidsson, playing with Draisaitl and Vasily Podkolzin, who receives that pass, hits for the net, and a shot fought off by Soderblom. Raised to the rafters in Erie, Pennsylvania. Played 3 years for the Oilers in the Ontario League. Shot clubbed wide by Dickinson. Here's Crevier. Foligno, Dickinson inside, one-timer score. Teravainen stays hot. Third goal in 2 games, and he puts Chicago up 1-0.
And this shot by Dickinson misses by a wide margin, but they stay with it. Hard around down below the net. Foligno with a nice little backhand pass. It's the quick release of Teravainen on the pass from Dickinson. On the tape, off the tape, one-timer from the high slot, and he finds the back of the net, and a 1-0 dominate the game for the rest of it. Tonight, again, down by 1 early in this game. We'll have to claw back again.
Bouchard shot, blocker aside, a backhander off the rush by Donato. Weak drive from Vlasic. Oilers don't get it out, though. Second life for Mikheyev. He'll shoot, and that stayed out. Rebound, Bedard trying to bank it off Pickard. Instead, it's Nurse reversing to Kulak, and Chicago aggressive here, creating a second opportunity, but Draisaitl with a steal, and now the Oilers 3-on-2. Arvidsson, Nurse filling the lane, now peeling off. Meantime, one-timed on net by Bouchard from distance. He's Nurse, shot blocked. Donato looking for the home run. It's not there. Taylor Hall scampering into the zone with a backhander, not much on it. Save Pickard. Oilers won their division. And, of course, was the third of their 5 Stanley Cups. Here's a dish by McDavid and a shot low that's handled by Soderblom.
Quinn Hughes is a guy right now, if Vancouver finds a way into the playoffs this year, he's got to get a nod there for a few votes for sure, because he means so much to that team.
Chance here, Louis, offensively.
Yeah, good jump up for him, looking for his first National Hockey League goal, as you mentioned, but he gets there first. A little backhand into the feet of Soderblom.
Seth Jones. You're right. It's not like Edmonton hasn't had chances, but it's been one look and mostly out of the zone. Shot sails wide. Foligno stuffs it in short side. Friendly hop off the end boards. And the Chicago captain makes it 2-0 with his 11th.
Get in on both goals, Foligno. And this line going to work once again. They're winning the puck battles down low against the Edmonton Oilers, and this is what it is. This is simple hockey, but it's effective. Get pucks in deep, get pucks in behind, work off the cycle. This one gets a little bit of a hard carom off the back wall. A little knuckler that misses the net, but it pops right out to Foligno from a sharp angle. And they dash the top line of Edmonton. That's a pretty solid period for the Hawks, and they'll take that matchup right now because they're winning.
Draisaitl wins the faceoff from Bedard, and the Oilers pour in. Let's see how Edmonton responds here in the second period. Remember, Chicago has had a heck of a time holding any kind of lead this year. They've got a losing record when they get the first goal. Draisaitl floats one, and then thrown back in front by Arvidsson, and Podkolzin buries it. And right on cue, the Oilers need just 22 seconds to get on the board here in the second period. That's Podkolzin's 5th from Arvidsson and Draisaitl.
This is a line that's created some chances, and when you look at matchups, the top line has been dashed two times already in the game, but this line has created some great chances, so they stick with this matchup and a beautiful drive around the net. The first pass by Draisaitl a little bit far for Arvidsson, but he does a great job going down to just put this to the middle, and Podkolzin gets there first and elevates up over top of Soderblom. That's a great start for Edmonton. They needed a response down by 2.
Head and shoulder fake. Draisaitl just 4 sticks on the ice for Chicago. Nurse inside to Podkolzin, denied a second goal. Turned it Ryan Donato. But his shot completely smothered by Emberson. Brown with another giveaway. Donato. Taylor Hall centering past Donato. Fires and scores. 3-1 Chicago. Donato goals on back-to-back nights. His 13th.
To be able to get a puck out of the zone. And here it is, full possession by Brown. This little chip, just not hard enough. It goes right to Donato, who closes him off. And as a result, gets himself to the high spot, the spinning wrister. And as I said earlier, Ryan Donato has a heavy shot. And he zips this one. Just a nice job to separate, find that space in the high slot, turn and rip it in one motion through the screen to Emerson, who's coming out trying to get a piece of it.
You land one day, you play the next. And then you're back on a plane Tuesday. Here's McDavid inside. One-timer and a save made.
By Soderblom, and this one here, work again. It's McDavid just kind of threads that right.
Louis, you see the value of having those 6'5" and 6'6" trees on the back end. A lot of range. Here's an opening for McDavid, and that shot stays out. Might have caught the outside of the goalpost. Here's Hyman, denied on the doorstep. Two terrific looks for Edmonton. Nugent Hopkins around to McDavid. Oilers pressing to get within 3-2. Nugent Hopkins, Hyman point blank, and that was towed out. Dickinson pulls that draw back, and the Hawks are able to make certain of a zone exit. Leading by 2 goals at home against the Edmonton Oilers. Podkolzin, shot rifled and tipped home in front. Adam Henrique, the drive-by, and Soderblom, not much of an opportunity there. Adam Henrique, who scored twice in the win at Boston last week.
Career goal with Edmonton. And just a nice entry into the zone. This first pass there by Podkolzin, though, it's a quick pass on the line, but he gets it through to Emberson, and then Henrique just funneling to the net. Perfect redirection, no chance. For Soderblom on that one is, you see Henrique just gets a perfect tip on that one.
Soderblom strong on that left leg. Here's Perry. Waiting began last season with Chicago, remember, did Corey Perry. Kapanen squeezed against the boards. Perry to the net. Scores! And we are tied. Corey Perry, his 7th, is the equalizer. 3-3 at the United Center.
Good play here by Kapanen. Keep the play alive. And for Corey Perry, just slows things down, waits, bides his time, makes the pass. And just good work along the boards. You have to win those kind of puck battles right there. Kapanen beats 2 Hawks out of the corner with a little poke check right to Perry. First he's closed off by Martinez, and then Donato can't come up with it. And Corey Perry walks out, puts this one off the bar, ticks it, and ties this game 3-3 with a good wrister. Head up looking for Draisaitl.
In the win column, while the Chicago Blackhawks have dropped 7 of their last 9, and remember, are also on the second of a back-to-back. They played last night in Detroit and traveled. Out to Bouchard. And the Oilers start up ice. McDavid attacking in front, denied!
Knobloch to load up Draisaitl, McDavid, and Bouchard gets up in the rush here, punches right through. Nice little pass quickly by McDavid, and a little handcuffed in tight for Bouchard. As he takes this on the backhand side, brings it back to the forehand, gets a quick little shot right there, just not elevated.
Cross ice, intended for Draisaitl, active stick, Dickinson. Token pressure on Bouchard. Chicago packing it in. Draisaitl, snapshot, save, rebound, score, Zach Hyman. Power play goal, Edmonton leads for the first time, 4-3 on Hyman's 14th.
Right on cue there. He was due for this one. He's been around it. He's been around the net. This is a patient power play, though. Credit Chicago, not really allowing that clean look, staying in the lanes. But eventually it's going to be a wrister by Draisaitl right here. Sees a little opening, knows he has Hyman there. Deflected, and then the spin, bash home the rebound for Hyman as he just gains position. Now, here's the question. He's in the blue paint here, and they're taking a long look on the Chicago bench. When he initially makes this play, on the only power play we've seen in the game, and Hyman capitalizes to give his team the lead for the first time.
Bouchard shot kicked out by Soderblom, and that will allow Edmonton to hang on. The Oilers 4, the Hawks 3. That's your final. Edmonton Edmonton has won 5 out of 6. The Hawks have dropped 8 of 10.